The cool mid-island town of Mandeville, Manchester, has long mastered the art of kindness. It is rumored to have started in the parish bishop's living room some 16 years ago, where Roman Catholic adherent Marcia Chinyao turned her hobby into a useful fundraising venture.
It was a bit of jewelry, a bit of art, and it was extremely successful because we do have a large expat community here who support the arts, and just people who are interested in helping because of the charity component.
The art fair's benefactor is Roman Catholic Bishop Paul Michael Boyle, who migrated to the island from Detroit in Michigan in 1991 to serve the Diocese of Manchester, St. Elizabeth and Clarendon. Today, the art fair supports 5 main Catholic-run charities throughout the diocese and offers an academic scholarship to an Edna Manley School of Art student who qualifies.
The institutions that benefit from this are old folks' home, orphanages, high schools, colleges. At least 1,000 people benefit from this program.
The Sisters of Charity run a home for the indigent elderly up in Balaclava. And the school, St. Vincent Stranby, up in Bullsav, we help some needy students up there try to finish their high school education. Our Mandeville Catholic College also has students who would not be able to attend a tertiary education institution without support.
A 12-member committee decides the mix of the showcase each year with the help of art experts like the Reverend Easton Lee, who lent his support in organizing the inaugural event. Marcia says the committee does well on its own now, having gained a working knowledge of its clientele, their taste, and the repertoires of local artists.
We have a good mixture here to satisfy everybody because we have very few collectors, serious collectors, and we do have to satisfy those people. But we are proud of encouraging the young artists of today, and they're all from all over the island. We try to give everybody the benefit of the show, you know.
We run the gamut of very, very seasoned artists who are quite expensive, Barrington Watson, to those who are just starting, and that's the thrill of all of this. You know, you don't have to be in many areas. You might have to be a big top-of-artist artist in order to get your picture in some sort of a gallery. Here we take pictures of quality. They must all be framed, you know, and in good condition. But you know, we're willing to hang.
Chasing exposure, Ricardo Young, an amateur, brought his Marley portrait from his home in Grove Place in Manchester to the art fair.
The lion, it's representing Bob Marley's strength. And if you look over there, you saw another portrait of Bob. It's when he's playing his music there. And I use his locks as a part of a lion's hair. And also to form the clouds in the sunset.
He boasts that the work is a proud construct of his imagination, and so he was compelled to name it twice. First he called it Changes, but then he decided to give it an alternative title, Abstract Bob.
What encouraged me is other people's work, you know. Yeah, that's what encouraged me. I love colors and so forth.
Another rookie, Romain, has been working on miniatures in a musical series. He mounted 3 pieces in this year's show. All were sold.
It's all about music, the instruments, and from music you get the dance, and you know.
His art speaks for itself, I suppose. Andrew Parker says he has been drawing from he was a small boy. This year's art fair was his first public show. As luck would have it, he would have also been showing his debut work on canvas. He called his coming-out painting Rain of Peace.
It came to me in a vision while I was sleeping. The birds signify doves, sort of angel-like doves, and the rain signifies peace.
Andrew says Rain of Peace is best regarded as a divine inspiration, and there is more where it came from, as his latest line of paintings all came to him in his dreams. Bonnie Hewitt, though, prefers to paint what he sees around him.
This historical piece of work is for everybody to see it, right? So therefore, I tell myself that I have to put it down on canvas. So, you know, the next generation come, if that building should be demolished, as you know that what happening to our old building nowadays. They will have it to see.
Bunny, who paints under the pen name N.H. Wince, seems to take a liking to cultural scenes and subjects. He is especially fascinated with the dynamic vibe they exude.
When selecting these scenes is that I look and observe the mood of the people, and I find exciting mood on the women's face when they are selling, when they are not selling. You know, things go and come, some longing for someone to come and buy, some anxious, some waiting, wishing.
Master artist Christopher Gonzales returned home to support the event. The National Gallery's famous bronze Marley sculpture is his. He was born in Manchester in 1943 and commends the event for promoting art in the parish.
People are getting far more conscious of original art in Jamaica and are really supporting the artists. You know, we need a lot more, but this is a good example of how the society can support artists, and in turn it is supporting the society too.
The paintings speak to you. I can't tell you specifically what I like about any one painting, but I can tell you I like it just as a whole. This one, there were 2 or 3 paintings here in this exhibition that definitely caught my eye. One, well, the size of the work, the physical size is very important to me, and the detail that he put in it. And then my little understanding of watercolor is very hard to work with.
I would have emptied out my bank account to buy it, and I'm absolutely gutted that it is gone. But the reason why I love this piece and the reason why it stood out for me is just the detail. You know, it's very detailed, yet it has a very dreamy kind of vibe to it. And I just love it. I love the expression on the woman's face. I love, you know, wondering what was this woman thinking, or perhaps was this woman a friend of the painter, you know, it just makes you wonder.
Gonzales says he is unable to show as many pieces as he would want because of the large number of artists who apply to the fair each year. But he is encouraged by the work they are producing.
I would encourage to work hard, no matter how much, and make sure you love it, because if you don't love art, you're going to be in trouble, because it can be very unpredictable in terms of earnings. You know, today you can make 100,000, and tomorrow or next week you make $2,000. You know, so it can be very unpredictable.
The master artist reckons that Colin Garland, the Australian expatriate, was the only artist older than he on show at the fair. Garland stole the spotlight in this year's show. His surreal depiction of a bare landscape and figures was going for $4 million.
Some people figure that, well, it's a kind of power struggle. The female is looking away from the male. The male is pretty young. Maybe they're looking for something more fulfilling, you know. So that is one interpretation.
The Garland piece was one of over 400 pieces on show at the event.
That is probably going to be more for exhibition than sale, but we've had a lot of interest surrounding it and a lot of people who wanted to just enjoy it. They don't need to travel to the New York Metropolitan Museum in order to see a Colin Garland.
Close to 250 pieces sold at the art fair, but the organizers are open to contributions year-round. To make a donation or for more information on the art fair and its beneficiaries, you may contact Sister Susan Fraser at the St. John's Basco Boys Home, care of Hatfield Post Office in Manchester. Or you can call her at 963-0611 or email susrsm@msn.com.